Welcome back everyone. I hope you all doing good, having a great day. I have to redo this whole video because I recorded the whole thing and then I end up finding that I was not even recording the video. But anyways, let's start with the 5 tips I have here for you guys, starting with the tip number 1, managing your normal gems. So managing these normal gems can be really annoying, especially if you don't know how to do that properly. And so the first tip is going to be how to manage the gems. You can come to the main town and look for the chest here, and you can stash these gems here. I know, we all know that we can do that, just put these here, but this tip is not about that. Once you put these gems here, you don't need to carry them with you in order to upgrade them. If we go to the jeweler, we can still upgrade our gems. The stash or the chest is linked to the jeweler. This is a really nice quality of life feature in my opinion. And so you can see I can upgrade my gems. They cost a lot, not all that much really, but you can upgrade them straight from your stash. And that is the tip number 1. Really helpful in my opinion, and this is how you should be managing your gems. And now let's talk about the tip number 2. That is going to be, whenever you see the world event, you should try and do them. They give you really nice XP, and they can also give you really good loot and the legendary items as well, like you saw on your screen. So whenever I see a world event, I try and do them. They are fun for me and gives me XP and decent loot and upgrade. And on the top of that, they can also give you the Obols that you can use for the special render inside the game. And so the next tip is going to be for the Obol currency. So if we come back to the game here, you can click here, material and stats, and you can see there is a cap for the Obols. So you should try and avoid getting close to that cap. You don't want to miss any Obols lying down on the ground and not able to pick them up. Otherwise you will have to go back to the town, use some, and go back and pick the Obols up. And these Obols are actually really good. Like I said, I messed up with the video. I used some of the Obols and I end up getting this legendary ring. So you can actually use the Obols at the render here. If we come to this render here, the merchant, we can talk to him, and if for example you wanting a ring upgrade, you can go down, click on the ring, and there is always a chance that he will give you an upgrade. Could be a rare ring or even a legendary one that I got before I started recording. I used some Obols and end up getting this legendary ring here. And so always try to use some of your Obols and avoid getting close to the cap. That is going to be tip number 3. And tip number 2, that is going to be the aspects, how to extract the aspect or the legendary talents here. So for that you have to go to a merchant here. There we go, we are here at the merchant. We can talk to this merchant and you can easily extract that talent. That is what I call them, even though they are called aspect, let's call them legendary talent. You can put that here and it will give you that legendary talent. The value of the legendary talent will remain same. This is 19%, and so if this was like 25%, it would stay 25%. And it will also tell you where you will able to use this talent on. You can use this on one hand, two hand, weapons, gloves, but if you put this in an amulet, the power will be increased by 50%. So this is best to use in amulets. And I don't want to extract this right now. It's an upgrade for me, but I do have some aspects here. You can see I have done some extractions and I can apply them to some of the items I have. For example, I want to have a legendary talent on this ring. All I have to do is put this ring here, and you can either use the codex that you have found from the dungeons, or you can go with the specific aspects, because aspects have higher values compared to the codex. And so if we put this here, it will tell us that the ring will have this unstable current, has a 19% chance to cast additional shock skill, which is really good for the sorceress electric builds. And so the ring will have this talent, but I don't want to use it right now because I am leveling up really fast, and I don't think this is worth for me to use the aspect right now early in this game. Once I reach the end game, maybe I will use some of these aspects that I am collecting, and that is going to be tip number 4. Tip number 5, that is, in my opinion, really fun and important: finding the altars of Lilith. Now you can do this the old way, like going into every single nook and corner trying to find these yourself, or you can use a interactive map that we have. I will have the link on your screen as well. But if you see this interactive map on your screen from Map Genie, you can see we can see all the altar of Lilith with the screenshot where you will find them. And about the map here, I will show you guys how to use it. So you can actually click here, show all. It will show all. You can hide everything, and you can select what you want to see. We can select the story dungeons, stronghold, waypoints, and then we can select the dungeons if we really want to. But for the sake of the video, let's not select that. And from the collectibles, you can also click on the altar of Lilith, and it will show you the altars where they are. And the good thing about this map is, for example, we have found this altar here. You can click on the found button, and it will reduce the opacity of that altar icon, so you will know that you have found. Let me actually show you here. You can see actually right now it is really bright orange, and if I click on the found, it reduced the opacity of the altar of Lilith. And you will have to create a free account for this website, but it is really good in my opinion. And on top of that, you will also able to see where you can collect the aspects. This is again really good. This is helpful if you're looking for some aspect for your builds. You can try and find it here, and it will be really helpful. And that is all. I'm signing off. Hopefully this video was helpful. Leave a like, that is going to be big help for me, and I see you guys later with something else. Till then, as always, have fun and take care, guys.